Today, we're going to crack open a bit of a time capsule. We're looking at a classic guide to internet marketing, digging into the foundational ideas that honestly built the digital world we all live in today. So let's see what lessons we can learn from the folks who were there at the very beginning.
And it all starts with a big promise, doesn't it? This line right here. It just perfectly captures that initial excitement, that feeling that the internet was this brand new frontier full of incredible potential. The idea that you could take something you were passionate about and turn it into profit, well, that's a powerful hook that still gets people excited today.
Okay, so before we can even think about finding that gold, we got to get a handle on the tools of the trade. So let's get down to basics. What exactly is internet marketing?
So here it is, the textbook definition. But the real key here, and what the source really hammers home, is that word process. See, it makes it super clear that this isn't just about throwing up a website and hoping for the best. Nope. It's about weaving together advertising, branding, and sales into one single strategy that works online.
Now, this is where things get really interesting when you put it side by side with the old way of doing things. I mean, internet marketing was a total game changer. It was way cheaper than traditional ads. You could suddenly reach people all over the globe, and this is the big one. You got all this amazing data to see exactly what was working. That was a revolution.
So, you've got the process down, but what are you actually aiming for? What's the #1 goal? Well, according to this guide, it all comes down to one thing: getting a ton of web traffic.
Web traffic. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? It's just a flow of people coming to your site. You can almost think of it like the currency of the internet. It's not just some vanity number, it's the raw material you need to start making any money at all. More visitors simply means more opportunities.
And we're not just talking about a simple head count here. No way. The data you get is so rich, you can see how long people are sticking around, what pages they're loving, the exact path they're clicking through on your site. You can even see where they came from to find you. Every little piece of that is a clue.
So why does all this matter? Well, that data has a huge purpose. It's how you make money from ads. It's how you figure out how to make your site even better based on what people are actually doing. And it's how you prove to advertisers or partners that your site is valuable. Traffic is proof that you matter online.
All right, so traffic is the fuel. We get it. It's crucial. But the million-dollar question is, how do you actually get more of it? Well, the guide lays out a really clear step-by-step strategy.
And you know, what's amazing is that the guide lays out these 5 steps that are honestly just as relevant today as they were back then. It all starts with #1, making great stuff about something you actually care about. Then it's about learning the ropes, making friends with other sites, and picking a strategy that fits you. But that last one, that's the real kicker. Consistency. You gotta stick with it. There are no shortcuts.
Okay, here we go. This is what it's all about. You've put in the work. You've built an audience. You have the traffic. Now what? How do you actually turn all those eyeballs into cold, hard cash?
Well, one of the biggest ways to do it, according to the source, is something called affiliate marketing. It's a really smart idea. You basically use the traffic you worked so hard to get to help someone else out, and in return, they pay you for every visitor you send their way.
I mean, it doesn't get much simpler than that, right? You're basically getting paid to be a great matchmaker. Your audience is this incredibly valuable asset, and you can cash in by connecting them to stuff they might actually want or need. It's a win-win.
All right, let's zoom out a bit and look at the whole landscape here. The guide breaks down the main ways you can go, and it doesn't pull any punches about the good and the bad.
So you've basically got 2 main paths to choose from. First, there's e-commerce, which is like setting up your own digital storefront to sell actual stuff. Or you can go the blogging route, where your product is your content. You become the go-to expert on something, build a loyal following, and then make money from that attention with ads and affiliate deals.
And you can totally see the appeal, right? I mean, it's cheap to get started compared to a brick-and-mortar store. Your customers can be anywhere on the planet. And hey, you can run the whole thing from your couch. The guide called it a consistently growing industry, and man, they were not wrong about that.
But, and this is a big but, the guide is super realistic here. This is no get-rich-quick scheme. It takes real money and real risk. All of a sudden, you're not just competing with the shop down the street, you're competing with the entire world. And in a space that changes this fast, you have to be a lifelong student. Plus, getting people to trust you enough to pull out their credit card online, well, that's always been a huge challenge. Which kind of leaves us with this one big question. This old guide saw the internet as an income-generating planet, this whole new world of opportunity. So a generation later, looking back at these core principles, you have to ask yourself, is there still gold in them that are digital hills?
Or have the rules of the gold rush completely changed? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.